If I had to recommend any place I've been to so far, out of the, what's the 9th episode, out of the 9 episodes I've done, this is the one to come to.
I'll say it now, guys. This backdrop is probably the best to start a video I've had in a while. Look at this view. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Dartmoor Discoveries, episode 8. Today we're heading towards, again, some ancient woodland. It's like Wistman's wood, but slightly smaller and slightly less famous, but nevertheless, it's going to be awesome. I want you guys to sit back, I want you guys to relax, and I want you guys to enjoy this episode of Dartmoor Discoveries. Now, let's get walking. So, my walk actually starts me at Meldon Reservoir, near the edge, the west, maybe it should, west side of Dartmoor. And the views are insane. The views are insane here. Like, look at that. There, fantastic. And then if we have a look over here, down there, to the bottom of the reservoir. Now, I was debating doing a video on Meldon today, but we've still got to head back to Black-a-Tor for episode 2 of Dartmoor Discoveries there, because obviously we missed out a lot of stuff the last time we were there, which I want to show you. So, will we come back to Meldon? Possibly. I mean, you're getting a bit of a snapshot of it now. I'm not really going into detail about it, but it's so beautiful. Look at that. You've got the water, you've got the hills, the snow in the background. Today is the day to get out. Oh my God, is it stunning. Oh, can you hear that? That is the humming of the reservoir. That is the engines working away down there. We're obviously not going down there, it's padlocked, but yes, anyway, the place we're going, Black-a-Tor Copse, as I said, just like Wistman's Wood, it is an ancient woodland that houses rare lichen and is a habitat for a lot of wildlife in this area of Dartmoor. Out of all the days to not slip over, I'm surprised I haven't today, because it is icy, like just ice and mud, ice and mud. If I don't fall on my arse, I'll be very happy and very surprised. On our walk as well, I seem to have spotted an old railway. I don't know if that's still in use, but that looks sick. That looks really cool. And even if we just look over the edge here, you can see the rocks in the side of the hills. You know, there's no other landscape like Dartmoor, to be honest. It is in its own class. Now, this is actually going to be quite a long hike, so this video is possibly going to be a bit longer, but it's just the way it is, to be honest. The closest car park is the Meldon Reservoir car park where I parked. Well, actually I parked just outside it because I ain't paying for parking. They are not taking my meal deal money. Unfortunately for me, but fortunate for you, I've now got to go all the way to the top of there, get over it, and then back down into the valley to get to Black-a-Tor Copse. I say unfortunate for me because I've got to do all the walking. Fortunate for you because the views are going to be insane. As I'm hiking up here, I can see these lines in the ground that I don't know if that's just paths or if maybe farmers are bringing 4x4s and tractors up here to look after livestock, because although Dartmoor is all open for everyone, you still have farmers who do have livestock on Dartmoor, and that is why it's so important to keep like dogs and that kind of thing under control. Well, the angle I'm climbing right now is pretty steep. I decided to take a shortcut. It's not really showing on the camera, but like, yeah, it's not showing that. This is pretty damn steep. I'm at the top. We're at the top. Oh, and we're not alone. Some local wildlife, some cows are here as well. That's all right. Again, I'm going to keep my distance because they have babies. I'm not trying to get trampled. But yeah, there's this little, it's like a flagpole kind of thing just there. I'm not sure what it is. I would go have a look, but as I said, I don't want to go too near the cows. I don't want to upset or distress them. We've actually got to go that way down the path, so right through the herd. So hopefully, if I leave them alone, they'll leave me alone. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Hopefully it's too cold for them to actually think, you know what, I'm going to chase this guy today. Oh, they're already looking at me. Right, okay. I'm going to figure out how to get past them, and then I'll join back up with you guys. So it turns out, you just walk through the... Oh, fuck, that one's got a horn. Never mind, hang on, guys. Okay. Right, we're all right. Just have to walk through the centre of them. They didn't do anything. They started giving me a couple, so I pulled up the camera, so I put it straight back down. But apart from that, we're good. So, all we got to do now is follow this path down here. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my days. That's blurry. No, come on. There we go. That is insane. That looks absolutely stunning. I might be glazing a little bit too hard, but whoever made this up there, yeah, mate, they must have got their architectural degree, bro, because everything just works. It's just so pretty. Whew. We have made it to the top, to these two outcrops, one there and one there. That is the cows all the way down there. There. On about. What a hike. That was long. That was really long. And quite steep as well. Wow, wow, wow. Whew. Bit out of breath. But just the scenery. Look at this. There we are at the top of the valley now. And just down there, Black-a-Tor Copse, as you can see. That's where we're going to be heading down. Looks like it's got a river running by it as well. But the sheer size of these two hills next to each other, you can't comprehend on camera. It is ginormous. It is absolutely massive. But yeah, let's get down there now. One big climb, one big descent, and we'll be arriving. Thankfully, once I get to the bottom of this, it looks like I won't have to come back up, because I have just spotted walkers down there. There we are. Yeah. So it looks like, thankfully, there's a path that leads down the valley. So hopefully nice and flat on the way home. Now this time of year, with a descent like this, you've got to be so careful. You can easily twist your ankle. There's so many like holes and mini crevasses, not massive, you know what I mean, maybe like a foot or two deep. But yeah, although it looks solid, there are holes, and with this time of the year, as I said, the snow, just a thin layer on top makes it look solid. You step in it, you're down to your knee, you know. This is exactly what I meant, where you have to be careful. I am standing on a stone right now, which I thought was stable. Have a look at this. That is not stable. That's the kind of thing you have to look out for. If I stepped on the wrong part of that stone and it fell on me, that is my ankle gone. Just took a tumble. Oh, that's what I mean. Oh, slippy. We're nearly there. Oh, very close now. From being at the top of there to now being down by the actual forest, and next to this beautiful river that's just flowing through. The background noise is just 10 out of 10. It is cold. This is cold. The sun is ever so slowly going down. We've still got a couple hours of sunlight, but with this being such a big valley, there's just no sun. Just no sun. It's just hitting the forest though, which is nice. But yeah, here we are guys, Black-a-Tor Copse. Interesting graffiti here, organised chaos, and someone got the bird wrong, so good on them. One awesome thing I see on some of these, and I've seen on this one, interested in camping, scan the QR code. So you can scan this and it will show you exactly where you can camp in this surrounding area. So something I didn't realise is we just peaked Black-a-Tor. So that is our first official tour of this series, and I did it by accident. I mean, I knew it was a tour of some sort. I didn't realise it was named though, because some of them just aren't named. But yeah, that was Black-a-Tor we just summited. So let's go us. I also saw European otters. Now they might not be right here, but it's saying that they live up and down this river. So if we saw one today, that would make my day. That'd be so cool. And of course, we just got wildlife. You know, wildlife that's here, the trees. These lichens grow very slowly, some less than 1 millimetre a year. That is insane. That is insane. But yeah, so have a look at that.
And then obviously they've got visitor information. But the cool thing is, we can hike that way. That is a path. So let's take a walk through this ancient woodland. I stopped recording that because I wasn't sure if I was actually allowed to go through there, but it turns out I am. The path leads this way. I saw footprints where I was walking, so I'm kind of happy with my choice that I walked through, seeing as it seems that is the path. It isn't also directly in the actual forest, like on the edge. You cross over a few stones, you don't touch any lichen or trees, so yeah. But yeah, I love a good stream. I love a good stream. Quality. I think people always bash Britain for being rubbish and let's just get out of it, let's get somewhere warm, let's get somewhere hot. You've got this on your doorstep. You've got this on your doorstep. Come down here, experience it. It's insane, it's beautiful. I feel so at peace right now. Like, oh my God, I can meditate. You can obviously see as well how important this landscape is to preserve, as it said on that sign. The amount of wildlife and rare wildlife that live here. It needs to be protected. It does. I know I said a few videos back, it's a shame that some of these places are getting closed off. This is one place that isn't yet. Black-a-Tor Copse. You can really experience it. Obviously you can't go deep into it, but you can go through a slight bit, as I showed, and yeah, this is a place to experience, guys. I've just been walking through and by Black-a-Tor Copse, along the paths obviously, and I found this little path by the river. It's unfair. This is unfair to any other place on Dartmoor. This is the most beautiful place I've been. This blows Wistman's wood out of the water. Although this is the lesser known one, this is the better one, 100%. From being able to be within these trees, within this history and nature, and also this scenery and just the calmness and fulfillment this brings to me. Man, I'm getting real soppy, but I'm sorry, this is a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 spot. If I had to recommend any place I've been to so far out of the, what's the 9th episode, out of the 9 episodes I've done, this is the one to come to. Anyway guys, I'm gonna leave it there. I know, I'd film here all day, but it's getting a bit more chilly, it's getting a little bit dark, and we don't want to get stuck on Dartmoor. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. No video next week. Not sure I can top this, but it's going to be a good one anyway. Like, comment, share, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, or whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.